You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Baby Daddy After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Baby Daddy After Show.
Oh my gosh. Who was that? That was crazy.
Is this 90s?
No doubt.
Oh, it's No Doubt.
But I know, but it's a weird intro. I've never heard that
This is
part.
a mix. This has
It has to be.
right?
That can't be that real one.
Marissa's authentic.
Yes, Marissa will find the good music. She always does. Thank you guys for joining us. This is Baby Daddy Season 3, Episode 15, From Here to Paternity. I'm your host, Annika Michelle, and with me we have a very special guest tonight in the house.
Peter.
Mr. Peter Porte.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Brad the Pad is finally
Brad
at
the
Baby
Pad.
Daddy.
Thanks for coming to our pad, Brad.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
And of course,
Andreas. Instagram
Mr.
Greek Casanova.
he always has to plug his Instagram.
Since the MySpace days, it's not going to change.
It's
So,
crazy.
thanks for coming on the
Thank
show,
you
by
for
the way.
coming, though. We've been trying to get you on for a while, and we're so happy that you're
I'm
here.
so glad to be here. This is amazing.
Busy guy. Wow, your voice sounds really good on the microphone.
Thanks. I've had like 3 or 4 cups of coffee, so I'm trying to just.
I had a Greek coffee.
it down there.
You're
Really?
Italian. You're Italian.
But I have had Greek coffee, so I know what you're talking
It's, like,
about
thick,
right now.
and
And there's
it's-
like just sludge
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
bottom,
it's amazing.
right?
Yeah.
Why? But
Why?
why?
Because it's supposed to be good source of fiber, and they say people who live the longest drink Greek coffee. So they have
so
an
you're
island
supposed
in.
to drink that?
You're not
bottom
supposed to.
stuff?
No. It settles on the bottom, so you dump it out at the end. But you get little bits of it when you drink it, and it's supposed to be really healthy.
Oh.
And the people who live the longest are in the small island in Greece, and they drink that coffee. So it's just an excuse to
just
drink
take
it.
it
Plus,
for
it's
it.
really good. I don't know the name of it. There's thousands of islands in Greece.
Have you been to Greece?
I was born there. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You're
Very
Italian,
cool.
or your
I'm
family's
Italian.
Nice.
Yeah, my dad is from Italy, born there, and came
Yeah.
over in his 20s. And my mom is from Poland, and she came
nice.
over same
Crazy.
time.
And you were born out here or out there?
I was born in New York.
Oh,
Yeah, in
okay.
Astoria. Yep,
That's a Greek area,
awesome.
isn't
it is.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah.
So what's your favorite Greek dish?
What's the dish where they light the cheese? on fire?
Saganaki.
Thank you. Yes, that one.
Yes.
Probably that one. And then I like just like a Greek salad, but when I had it in Greece, it was
Yeah.
like a real
Yeah,
Greek
no
salad.
lettuce. If you have
No
lettuce in your
lettuce,
salad,
yeah.
it's not,
and it was
not
just
an
like a
authentic.
cube of feta.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not crumbled or
No,
anything
no,
like that.
it's-
It was
it's
like
like
a
a sheet
giant
of sliced-
It was like a brick of feta.
You could build a house
Love
with
You
feta. So
Delicious.
good.
But baby daddy.
Baby Daddy, back to the show.
it. The show that you were on.
We love your character. Obviously, you play
Oh, thank
Brad the
you.
Pad, which has to be so much fun to play. Opposite, Bonnie.
It's
Melissa
amazing.
Peterman.
Melissa Peterman is a comic genius and one of the sweetest and most beautiful people I know. She's
Yeah.
awesome.
Aw.
She's great. And, I didn't, when I originally auditioned for it, I did not know that I would be a twin. So that was
I remember that
huge
Brad
bonus.
and
Yeah.
Brad and
two of you.
Pad.
Yeah.
Too hot for TV.
I know.
Is it weird seeing two of you on screen at one
Yes,
time?
it's always weird just to even see yourself on screen. For me personally, I
Yeah.
don't particularly like it.
You don't
but-
like? Oh, well, that's cool.
Do you?
I no. I'm not in anything.
That's a yes.
I don't even like taking selfies because I'm
That's
that
true.
insecure.
Like I did a short last year for AFI. It's a really cool program. They basically pick a group of young women, young talented directors, and they mentor them for a couple weeks, and then they basically. Yeah, they mentor them through the process of creating their first film, and a lot
Okay.
of
Yeah,
huge
yeah.
female directors go through this program. And the screening of the film that we shot was at the Directors Guild building on Tuesday.
Oh,
So
crazy.
I mean, of that was the first time I've ever seen myself on a big
screen, yeah.
and like that's one of the biggest screens I've
Yeah.
ever seen. That is an IMAX. So
Did it freak
was
you out,
oh
or-
totally.
Is it hard?
That's
So
crazy.
you
It's
you
just
actually-
so much.
You get nervous watching yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Still.
That's weird. And whenever I go to like a screening or a premiere or something, I don't know, like people obviously clap and because the actors are there and a lot of
Right.
people are involved with the show, but it's like I would never want to go and watch myself on the big screen if it wasn't for a screener,
Right.
because then you actually get to see people's real reactions.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like if people aren't laughing where they're supposed to be laughing,
Or they're just
walking
booing.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people have gone. They've caught like a lot of celebrities gone to screeners, like in disguise in hats or whatever, and then like take off their glasses when they get there, and afterwards people walk out. They're like, "Oh my God, you were there!"
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I feel like that's torturing yourself.
And then there are people that don't watch themselves at all.
At
Like
all.
doesn't
Johnny
Johnny
Depp,
Depp?
right?
Johnny
Yeah,
Depp,
he'll
yeah.
never watch himself.
it's kind of weird.
Crazy.
What? I don't know. I think.
I mean, to each their own. They have their
Right.
own, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
because you're like, I mean, especially, some characters, they leave it all there, and they, to get to, you're an actor, to get to like an emotional state, you have to, depending on your method of acting, you have to go back to a place in your mind or whatever.
And it can be ugly
It could be
and-
ugly,
Yeah.
and you probably don't want to relive that.
Right.
So, and then like Christian Bale and other method actors, it's, they do so much to get into character that once the camera's wrapped and everything's
Right.
done, they want to move on and get back to the normal life. So
Right.
probably reliving that could be, detrimental to their mental sanity, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, and there's something so finite about film.
Yeah.
I came from a theater background, and I went to school for theater and did theater in New York, and it's like constantly evolving. Every night
Yeah.
you kind of have something
Something
new,
different.
but like that's it. That day that you're shooting that scene, whatever you
Yeah.
finish by
It's
the
gonna
end of
be
the
there
day
forever.
is forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's digital,
And
so
it's like DVDs
It's
and
not going anywhere.
downloads. It's
that's
crazy.
that's a scary thought, but it's
Yeah.
nice too because you're sort of leaving a legacy. And if you
Sure.
have kids or family members or whatever, they're going to be able to see it.
My legacy
on
is
demand.
Brad the Pad.
Brad the Pad,
that-
Wow.
realtor.
Yeah.
Have you ever dabbled? Like a lot of actors, they have other jobs and stuff like that. When you moved to LA, did you have any other jobs? Like, did you wait tables? Did you?
Yeah. Definitely, absolutely. I didn't wait. I actually, I did. I waited tables for about 2 days out here, and
That's
then
hilarious.
I was I was taken back to the owner's office,
Yeah.
and he said politely, "I think that you'd be more suited for the dinner shift." And I'm like, "Oh, cool, but we don't
That's
have
good,
a
though.
dinner shift
Oh.
here." He's like, "Right."
Are you?
And that was
are
it.
you
That
serious?
was the end. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So I was fired after 2
After 2
days.
days?
I'm not a very good waiter.
I'm a horrible waiter
I'm a
hilarious.
too.
terrible waiter.
Oh my God.
I get nervous, I think. I catered.
You suck at multitasking?
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I need to focus on one thing.
One thing at a
otherwise
time.
If I only had
Yeah.
one
everything
table,
up.
I'd be okay, but it's
Right.
like 4 tables.
I could be super charming and get
Yeah.
everything right with just one, but I would make no money.
Yeah.
But then after that, I worked for a drink company out here for
Okay.
a while.
Like alcoholic drink?
No, it was a
Energy drink?
sort of. I don't know if they would like it called that.
What's the
it was,
name?
It was called Activate. Have you heard of
Oh,
that
yeah,
one? With
yeah,
the,
where you pop the thing and it
exactly.
falls out.
Yeah, and they were
yeah.
amazing, really great guys.
Yeah.
Really innovative young guys. Do you know who Michael Eisner is?
Yes.
Okay, Michael Eisner ran Disney for what?
Okay,
Something
cool.
like
For
10
a
He
years.
while.
sounded like he was
Yeah.
rich and successful. By
Yes, with that name. And Anders is his son, and so there was a bit of a legacy
Yeah.
there, and just a lot of great ideas and whatever. I went to grad school for business, and so it felt very natural to kind of go into that.
that for a
And I did
bit.
it for 2 years, and then they moved their offices to Long Beach, and I was like, peace out.
Done. Yeah.
But
Then
they
you're-
were so good to me, and I learned a ton from it.
So, how long have you been in LA?
I've been in LA for, 6 years now.
6 years?
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. How about you guys?
I was born in Sydney, Australia, but I pretty much lived out here.
Okay, because you have
No accent whatsoever. Because I went back when I was 15, but at that point, you don't come back with an accent. You already have
Okay.
an American accent because
Right.
you learn how to talk out here.
Right.
But if you haven't gone, you need to go to Sydney.
I would love to. I
It's-
just shot for a company in Sydney.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Do they
and-
fly you out there or
No, no, no. We actually we shot in Palm Springs.
Oh,
Wah,
okay,
wah.
you know.
But I'm hoping that
Was
they.
it like an Outback Steakhouse commercial?
It was. No,
was?
It wasn't.
Oh.
It wasn't.
Oh my God.
It was for COS. I guess that's
Okay.
Oh, costs like the.
KAS. It's
I was thinking it was a headphones.
Are you from Australia? No. I
No,
think-
I'm not. No.
Okay.
It's an Australian company.
It's an Australian company.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
I have no
It's
idea.
betting. They're great. Great
It's
guys.
betting,
It's
okay.
just betting and stuff like that. Anyway, so you didn't grow up there. Where did you grow up?
Here in LA.
Oh, in LA.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Isn't that crazy, isn't it? Not
She's
many
a
people
rare
have grown up
breed.
out
One of the
here.
few,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody else is in rehab, right?
Pretty
You
much.
made it through.
I made it through.
Congratulations.
Successfully, no rehab stints. I'm
Yes.
good.
So you were on Young and the Restless. So that film's out here, or that film's in New York?
That film is out here
Here.
at CBS Studio City, which is attached to the Grove.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the other CBS.
Yes.
TVC,
Oh, nice.
yeah.
which was amazing because we had this special fancy employee pass where
You
would
could go
take
in and out
in
as
and
you
out of the
pleased.
Grove.
Yeah.
And so I spent a lot of time there
Shopping
over the
and-
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasted a lot of time.
Which one was? I mean, obviously we're on the Baby Daddy show, but
Sure.
which one? What did you like playing better?
That's tricky. Definitely Baby Daddy. No, they both had their
Different
no, I mean
things.
absolutely Baby Daddy. Sorry, Young and the Restless. I love you guys. It was an awesome storyline.
Yeah.
When I found out that I was gonna be let go on the Young and the Restless.
How were you
Yeah.
let go? Did you die, or did
Was
they give
it
you the?
another
They gave you
no
the
more dinner
evening
shift?
shift. Yeah.
Basically. No, it was cool because my character really wasn't going anywhere fast.
Yeah.
I was like a paper pusher. I was like, oh, did you hear that so-and-so is,
Yeah.
sleeping with so-and-so, but never being the guy that got to do the sleeping
Right.
with.
Gossip.
I was
Gossip.
just like, I was just stirring the pot most of the time. And then suddenly the producer took me aside and said, we have to make some cuts and, you're the last one in, first one out sort of situation.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well. But he says, but we're going to give you the best storyline ever.
Oh, that's
You're
awesome.
going to be a sociopath.
Oh my god.
And
Nice.
from that moment on, all of a sudden, instead of like pushing papers, I
Yeah.
stole a baby.
Oh
I
my
threatened the
gosh.
lead. You don't threaten the lead
How do you threaten
ever.
the lead?
What did I do to her? Oh yeah, I just said something really threatening, like
Like, I
you
have your
better
baby."
watch your back.
There you go. That's pretty threatening.
There, I killed 3 girlfriends.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
You
intense.
went
And then
out
I
with-
fell out of a window. And then my
Okay.
dad shot me and fell out of a window, and then he won the Emmy for it.
Oh.
Doug
Really? He
Davidson.
won an Emmy?
Yeah. it's
Nice.
Brilliant actor.
That's
He's awesome.
awesome.
So he shot you and then you fell out the window?
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't have just pushed me out the window. I got shot, fell out the window, but no one ever found the body.
Uh-oh.
I've never
Bum,
watched
bum,
Young and the
bum.
Restless. Is there like, do you do stunts? Did you do your own stunts?
Duh. No.
you
I mean,
just-
I did the one where
Did they
I fell
allude?
out of a window that was basically
it like-
2 or 3 feet off of
Yeah.
the soundstage, but it was through glass, which was
Breakable glass?
Breakable glass,
Breakable
which I had no
glass.
idea what it was. They said, "Don't worry,
You'll be fine.
you'll be fine. Just make sure you close your eyes because although, wait, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, because it's made of sugar."
Oh, but
Oh,
it could get in
crazy.
your eyes. And
If it gets in your eyes, it's still like shards of sugar. But
Yeah.
if it gets
Still
in
go
your
blind.
mouth, you just have some sugar in your mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was cool, but I got to use a squib for the first time. I
Oh,
heard of those,
crazy.
where like there's someone on the side that presses a button.
Oh, yeah, and
Yeah.
it explodes like a little.
explodes,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. What did they use? Like maple syrup?
With that, I don't know. Is that what they
I
usually
don't.
use? Maple
Sticky.
syrup?
I heard they
I
use
don't know.
syrup with like a
with
red
food dye
coloring or something.
Yeah. I don't know if it was homemade blood. Maybe they
Yeah.
got like
All
real
the
fake
facts
blood. I don't
coming
know.
out.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Though, because you get to
was
play a
fun.
realtor.
I know.
You get to play a
A twin,
sociopath.
a
a twin,
sociopath.
a
And-
sociopath.
You also can sing.
Amazing singer, by the way, not just can sing.
Was that a
Yes,
weird segue?
yeah.
I know
No,
you. No, you're
it's-
amazing.
Because Jean-Luc, who plays Ben on the show,
Right.
went to your play. Mm-hmm. I wanted to go see it. I couldn't see it. I was
We
working.
heard it was really good, though.
was
We've
working.
heard rave reviews from them.
And apparently, you have an amazing voice.
And you sang like a couple like a cappella, like when Bonnie
Oh,
and
for
they
just
were
a second.
Yeah, but you can still tell.
But
You only
thank
need
you.
just a second
Thank
to
you.
tell.
It was really awesome. I hadn't been on the show for very long, and I just told a couple people on set that I was doing this show in Los Feliz it's a series called For the Record.
It's
and
done
then-
now.
It's not done actually.
Oh.
They've moved For the Record that series from Rockwell in Los
Okay.
Feliz to DBA, which just
The
opened-
club.
The club that just
Are you
recently-
doing it still?
I'm not doing it now.
Oh.
I took 2 months and I was shooting a campaign in Korea, and during that time they already started to set up the cast and everything. Not to say that I would have been cast, but I'd like to. Well,
I heard.
Right.
I heard nothing but good things.
Oh,
about
thanks.
It,
Yeah.
and, that's amazing.
it's awesome.
It was sorry, Buzz Lerman or
Oh
something.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
influenced by
Buzz
him?
Lerman. So what they do is they pick a really prolific director, and then they take all the
Yeah.
best songs and all the best scenes from this show, from his many movies, and they create this mashup, and then it's sung by awesome actors and singers in LA. We've got a
Nice.
huge cast. We've got some great people. Constantine Rosoli is in it.
Oh, crazy.
Rumor Willis is in it.
Okay.
I have no idea. Sorry. Who is Rumor Willis?
Rumor Willis?
I know him. This is probably bad.
Well, have
You're
you heard
fired,
of
get out.
Demi
Is it a
Moore or
yeah, yeah,
Bruce
yeah, yeah.
Willis?
Oh, is that their kid?
That's their
child.
child.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and she's
that's the
incredible.
rumor.
Hey-oh. If anyone hasn't seen, she does a show at the Sayers Club, which is
yeah.
incredible.
It's such a fun
Thursday
place.
nights or
I think it's Tuesdays.
okay, because they have live music there. It's
They have live music
Yeah.
all the time. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I like it there.
Check that out.
That's awesome. You're
feel like
like
we should
so
talk more about Baby
multi-talented.
Daddy.
Let's get back to the episode really fast.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about last night's episode.
Yes. So obviously Bonnie and Tucker. I mean, Tucker's dad comes in
Right.
to town to surprise him. And can I just say one of my favorite lines was definitely, "Hey guys, parents are arriving. Next stop, Dysfunction Junction." And I was like, "Yes, Tucker."
yeah,
Best.
Mr. Dobbs is. Did you ever? You never did an episode with him?
No.
Were you in it?
Philip.
No,
Together?
no. But he's great. He's super funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I-
very dry, but like he's
So good.
completely opposite of your character. I feel like Brett. You know, it seems like
Yeah,
Melissa's
Brad's
got-
like a goof and
Yeah, you're like more like spunky and crazy.
Yes,
You're
and
like
I'm-
one
and
of the
I'm
guys.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest difference
One of the
is
biggest
I didn't want to have to
differences.
mention that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
But I love that he came to visit and like Tucker's freaking out because his dad's like crazy like perfectionist, kind of wants everything perfect for Tucker.
Right.
And he ends up hooking up with Bonnie
I
multiple
know.
times.
How did that make you feel? Were you a little
I
A
know.
jealous?
little jealous.
You guys still have a
Because
spot.
Bonnie
soft
hooked up
spot.
with your dad in the show.
She gets around.
She does. She does get around, but she gets some hot men on the show too, so it's fine.
Yeah, she hasn't hooked up with an ugly person on this show. It's always been really,
Maybe she should branch out.
I think we
You
need to get
know?
an ugly person.
Well, when you have Heidi on
with
the
a
show,
really
maybe you
great
should
personality.
talk to
Yeah,
her.
talk to her, tell her.
With like really nice hair and a really nice personality.
True.
Yeah.
But I just think it's funny that like she has gone through a lot of boyfriends this past season. Like you were on for a few episodes, and then your dad came along and he hit on her too.
Right.
And I just think it's funny that like doesn't go far. Like father, like son, you guys fall for the same woman.
Well, yes, that is true. I think that Bonnie needs to, sow her wild oats, but at
Yeah.
the end of the day, she's gonna come back to me.
It's true.
Brad the
inevitably.
Pad.
Everyone
I've decided
listening?
that. Everyone listening, she's coming
Breaking
back to me.
news.
The
from
real
Brad the
estate
Pad.
market is not going to crash.
I
It's
love-
only going up. There's
like
no
it-
bubble.
It was last week or the week before the little commercial you guys shot, and she's on the bench.
Oh my God.
And you're like, I could be a realtor or something like. It was like this sexy commercial. I was like, why can't real estate agents do something like that?
They gotta
nowadays,
stand out, right?
You know?
I wish that you guys could have seen the outtakes of
Oh my
that
gosh.
taping.
I bet it was hilarious.
Ridiculous. Like at one point, like she walks in and they only have it framed to my head. So she walks in and delivers all of her lines where it's just like her torso.
Oh
because
my
she's cut
God.
off. It was great. I love her. She's great.
She's amazing.
What
She's
was-
hilarious.
What was your most memorable moment working on Baby Daddy? Is there a moment where you just like crack up thinking about it, or?
There are a couple. I can think of a couple. One was really exciting that Jeff Sheets is
Yeah.
a PA
He's
on the
so
show.
sweet.
Yeah.
We went to college together.
That's crazy.
We went.
Really?
We were.
Together?
Yeah. We went to college together. We lived in the same dorm room.
Oh,
So
my
it was so
God.
exciting to see him there, and he's such a great guy and
Such a sweetheart.
so amazing at his job. So that was really really nice.
It's like a turnaround.
Where'd you go to school? You went in New York?
I went to NYU.
NYU.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Did you get a master's or a?
Yeah. Then I got a master's at FIT.
Oh,
Look
okay,
at
cool.
you.
Hey,
He's smart.
That's awesome. No, he's very smart and talented. It's like,
So he remembered
guys,
you.
I'm gonna come around all the time.
come all the time. We're here for a few more weeks.
Yeah, your hair
Every
influenced
week.
so many people. Like you have the best hair on the
It's
show.
a
hands
wig.
down.
It's a wig.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say there's
Yeah.
a zipper in
Don't
the
tug
back
on
of his
it.
head.
It is.
I wasn't
Yeah.
gonna talk about it, but
There's buttons on the side and a zipper on the back.
We can already see the wig cap. It's fine, guys. No, we can't. It's his hair. It looks amazing.
and there was a so Heidi and the writers and the creators of Baby Daddy like to have all their actors take their shirts off in episodes. So there's an episode with you and Derek, who plays Danny next to each other. And
Which anyone who has to take their shirt off next to Derek, like it's a humbling experience.
but honestly, I think you know
give him a
put-
run for his
No,
money.
definitely.
no.
Yeah.
That man is like he's like a tree. He's like
A
six.
tree,
He's like
yes.
7 feet tall.
Yeah,
I'm well.
he
good
was
for him.
sculpted out of marble. And it's
But you
crazy.
took off
And
your
he's
shirt.
also the like sweetest guy and incredibly talented. Talk
Yeah.
about like the full package. That guy's awesome.
Right.
Derek's the best.
You hooked up a few times with Bonnie, so it wasn't just a one instance.
Oh no, things are serious. I think I just mentioned
right.
that we're
You
going
guys,
to be together.
Are you gonna pop the
Yeah.
question? Is this what's gonna happen in season 4?
If I were a writer, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Again, talk to Dan and talk to
I would
Heidi
love-
and the network,
We will.
ABC Family.
Can you imagine? Like this would be like you'd be a hilarious stepdad.
Thanks, right?
Because you're like you guys found out you and Derek are the same or Danny are the same age on
Yeah.
the show, so it's like. I'm sure that happens in real life all the time, especially in LA, where
Right.
like people marry younger and it's
I
like
know-
the
I
same
know
age of their
people like
kids.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think it would be a hilarious storyline.
What was it about your character that was drawn to Bonnie, do you think? The fact that she was older, a little more mature.
Yeah, and she's beautiful and funny and
Yeah.
smart and quirky.
Is she taller than you?
In some heels. I don't want to talk about it.
No, because you're tall. You're like 6'1".
Yeah,
tall,
yeah. She's Melissa's very tall.
Yeah,
She
she's
is.
very
Yeah.
tall.
Melissa hasn't been on the show yet, but
Not yet.
hopefully we'll get her on.
Yes,
I'm gonna
Melissa, if
talk
you're
about,
listening.
Yes, please
Peter
come on
wants
the
you on
show.
too.
These guys are the best. We did a charity concert a
Okay.
couple, when was that? I think maybe in October, for Les Girls, it's called, and it's for breast cancer awareness and to raise funds. And we sang, one of her characters is, Rena. Oh no, now I'm going to screw it up. This is why you need her on the show. But she's like a bawdy, sassy
Yeah.
broad from Reno, and we sang. What was it? We sang "Making Whoopee," and
Oh
we
my
changed all the lyrics
gosh.
around to make
Oh,
it
nice.
work for like Hollywood. And she's just so funny. She's
hilarious.
so quick.
So quick-minded.
So quick. And on set, like, this is what also I think makes an amazing performer is that she doesn't take care of herself. Like, it's already a given. But she takes care of everyone around her.
Yeah.
If she sees something that might be funny or might work in the scene, she'll be like, what if we tried this? What if you did this? And
Yeah.
she'll happily give away her funny to make you shine.
Right.
So that, like you
And-
asked, one of
Yeah.
the cool things about being on the show, one of the memorable moments was when there was that hospital bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That scene, she's like, I think, wouldn't it be funny if you went all the way down and then slowly rose and didn't say your line until you got to the top? I'm like, you're genius. And we kept it, and the
That's
directors
nice,
kept
yeah.
it, and
That's awesome.
yeah, she's great.
Because not a lot of actresses do that. They want all the shine
Right,
on them.
all the
you know
credit.
what I mean?
Right.
So they're like, well, I'm not going to give you a funny thing. I'm
Exactly.
going to do it. I'm going to get the laughs. But everyone knows she's hilarious.
And she's
Everyone
a pro.
knows
Yeah,
she's
she doesn't have to
genius,
work.
You know?
She's
We-
such a
she's got us.
She's a seasoned veteran, and I
Yeah.
feel like if in comedy it's it's give and take, but both people have to be on the ball because if
Right.
you have a scene where just one person's super funny and the other person's not funny at all,
And
the
you're
scene's gonna fall
carrying them.
flat.
Exactly.
So she gets it, and a lot of people I feel like they have egos and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and they want to get all the credit. But in order for it to really work, it has to be a give and take.
Absolutely.
And she's amazing. She's probably one of the wittiest human beings I've ever
Yes.
met.
It's true.
And yeah,
So
have you
quick.
seen her stand-up comedy or?
I've seen clips of it.
Okay.
I've never seen her live, but I know that she. Excuse me, I have to burp.
No, go
You're
ahead.
totally fine.
Okay, I think didn't she open for Reba? Wasn't she on tour with Reba and she was doing?
I think she did.
Yeah, and
I
then,
wudn't be surprised. Yeah.
And then she did this.
I saw her at the
singing
Pasadena
bee.
Ice
Ice
House.
House.
Oh, yeah. She's,
Wait, you know what? I did see her doing sort of stand up. That she hosts the Hollywood Bowl
The Sound of
every year. The
Music.
Sound
Yeah.
of
I
Music.
want to go so bad. I love
Have
the
you
Sound
never
of
been?
Music. No, it's my favorite movie.
I went one year not
dress
knowing
up?
what to expect. I did not, but if I go again, I will dress
Okay.
up.
Captain Von Trapp?
Yeah,
the children?
The children.
Okay,
No,
of course.
a nun. Probably a nun.
Yes.
She what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you have to go. Have you been?
to Sound of Music or the Hollywood Bowl?
The Hollywood Bowl Sound of Music sing along.
No, I hate to admit it, but I've never seen the Sound of Music.
Andreas, this is a
I've
problem.
seen-
Thank you, Marissa.
What?
This is a problem.
I've seen a ton of musicals. I
This is
haven't seen
it.
the Sound
We're
of
doing
Music.
a movie night. It's done.
It's pretty good.
I was going to
It's-
see the
it's-
one that was aired on TV, but I heard it wasn't very
no,
good.
do not
With
watch
Carrie-
that one.
Carrie
You
Underwood.
should probably see both.
Yeah.
I
And then
haven't seen the
compare
one
it.
on TV.
Watch
no,
Julie
oh,
Andrews.
you're shaking your head.
Watch
no,
the
No,
Julie
watch it.
Andrews
absolutely.
Carrie Underwood's version's so bad.
Carrie Under
Oh.
weird.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Carrie underdeveloped voice.
But not everyone was bad in it. I understand.
No.
Some people
No,
were decent.
no.
No,
But
not everyone was
Watch
bad.
the original.
Watch Julie
Yeah.
Andrews
Start
first.
with the original.
Okay, and then I'll go see Melissa perform Sound of Music at the
Yeah.
Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
She's an amazing MC, and
Yeah.
she's got it's crazy because she's always on, and it's like it would be hard. I was talking to JL the other day. We're driving down, and we saw Ellen DeGeneres, who's obviously very funny, and she
Right.
has to be on all the time. And it's just it's crazy because you can't have an off day. You know
Right.
what I mean? Especially if you're doing comedy, you're doing it in front of a live audience.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's the show's resting on whether you're
Right.
going to bring it, and especially if you're a main character like that. So it's just so much respect to actors and people who, comedians, and especially in front of a live audience, because it's like it's both worlds. You have the live audience, so you're getting your theater, and then it's also being filmed, so you also have the digital aspect, so it's
Right.
going to be around forever. And it's just, no matter what happened, your dog could have died, you could have had
Yeah.
food
You
have
pet
to-
poisoning the night before.
Right.
People
They're
don't
not going to
care.
stop production. You have to bring it every single time. So
That always fascinates me. And I don't know, I've never been in a position yet where I've
Yeah.
really been challenged with that. But I do know people that have gone through, that are literally in the midst of their divorce, or
Right.
they've just heard terrible news
Yeah.
and they have to just snap it on. And they're,
It's
and
not
they're on
easy.
set. I don't know how
It's
they do
crazy.
it.
I don't know how they do it. I've seen like a clip of someone in like a soap opera or something, and she like literally just got called that her husband wants to leave and they want to get divorced, and she's shooting a wedding scene, like she's in a
Right.
bridal thing, and it's like that's gotta be so hard. You're
Yeah.
marrying, and that in your real life, your husband just literally told you he's done.
Yeah.
I'm like, how in the world?
I got a better story than that. I won't tell you who the celebrity is,
Okay.
but I found out, she found out that, well, not that she found out, but she was
Right.
getting a divorce.
Yeah.
But this was right before her engagement. And wait, hold on. Sorry, scratch that. She was
like,
not getting a
uh-oh.
divorce. They broke up, but it was
Okay.
literally like a couple months before the wedding.
Okay.
But they were already set to do all of this marketing.
were the invites out and
no.
everything?
And the invites were out and everything, but they were already set to do all this marketing with magazines
Yeah,
to
everything,
endorse
yeah.
weddings, and so
Oh.
they had to go through with it. So they shot the Knot and all those bridal
Yeah.
magazines together as a couple, and
When they're
it
like
was a
already done.
mess.
Oh, I
yeah.
bet. I bet. That's
So they
gotta
went
be
through
so hard.
with the wedding? Like, how does that work? If
Oh
they
no,
shot
no,
all the
they just
shot the promo
like
material for the magazines
Right.
and stuff.
So at least they got paid, I guess. But it's weird because she's gonna be wearing a
there's
wedding
a silver
dress.
lining. Yeah.
He's like,
That's
we don't
gonna
have
be
to
so
worry
awkward.
about bad luck because you're not supposed to see your future wife in a wedding gown before.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
they
there
didn't
you
have to
go.
worry about that because it's
You're
like, we're
a
not getting
positive
married
guy.
anyway.
Look at you.
Half glass full kind of guy.
Right.
At least they got paid.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's crazy, though. It is hard. But before we go on, you guys obviously know that Maria and Kevin have their reality show called Chasing Maria, 10 p.m. on Oxygen. You guys have to watch it. Andreas, I know, watched it last night's episode. Not last
Yeah,
night.
I've been
Today's
watching
Thursday.
episodes. I saw-
Tuesday's episode.
Have you watched the episode? Have you watched Maria Menounos, Chasing Maria?
I'm going to
Catch up. It's on your TiVo, right?
now.
It's on your
I will
TiVo.
be tonight.
There's a pool party. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a fun show. Obviously, 10 p.m. on Oxygen. You guys can get it on iTunes, Amazon, and on demand. So don't miss out. Go get it. We love it. It's hilarious. It's only 30 minutes, guys. It's not even like you're sitting there for 2 hours.
I think, total runtime's like
hilarious.
23 minutes with commercials.
He timed it to the T.
And she's Greek, so that's a plus.
Exactly.
Very
And
attractive.
she's funny, and it's a good show. There's shenanigans going on. Go watch it. Go download
Wait,
it.
where do I find it?
Oxygen at 10 p.m. Tuesday
you.
nights.
Perfect.
Done and done. Chasing Maria. Don't iTunes it. Well,
Wait, what are you talking about?
tweet,
How do you iTunes
Instagram.
it?
I'm saying I'm trying to say Instagram, but iTunes came out. Tweet, Instagram, tell her you're watching it.
Yeah.
Take a selfie while you're watching it. Tweet it to her. I'm
Pace
sure she'll love
yourself.
to see.
You're almost on your second glass.
Well,
You
that's
know?
God I have too.
Pure vodka, guys.
But yes,
This one's
Taking
gin.
shots.
This one's vodka.
yes.
Kidding.
But I just think really fast back to the episode.
Okay.
This one obviously Riley has two potential guys that could be her dad.
And like, congrats to casting
Yeah.
such like they
Perfect,
could totally
yeah.
have been her
Both of
dad.
them.
Both of them.
And I have a little secret to confess, a little
Please.
backstage
Please do.
secret. So the last scene that she shot coming out, like when Ben is saying like, "Oh, your dad's here," and it's at the bar, and she says, "Hi, I'm Riley. I'm your daughter." That was actually shot with both guys. And the live show,
So the audience
wouldn't know who the dad is, and so that was shot with both guys. So I only found out who the dad is yesterday when I watched it with everybody else.
Yeah, Baby Daddy has some
Wow.
crazy fans. They're awesome
Clever.
fans, and they'll come to like every
Yeah.
taping.
Yes.
and
Dedicated people.
You probably
Yeah, there was a
Seeing
group
them, yeah.
of like awesome girls
Yeah.
that were there every week and so sweet and
They
very
give out
supportive.
trophies and stuff for like the most amount of flubs or the least amount of flubs, and they know everything that's going on. So it's cool that
You can keep
to be
it
a
still
part of
secret,
something like
yeah.
that where people are just.
Oh,
so
I had
amped.
no idea that people were counting my flubs. Oh,
Oh.
no.
Derek got the least amount of flubs, Danny on the show, and then Jean-Luc got the
The most.
Most.
Well, he does a lot of talking, but
Yeah.
congratulations.
Now he's got an award. So
But I like how, yeah, it's true. But I like how the dad that they picked Riley to have is the one that had the pastry shop.
Uh-huh.
Because I feel like, yeah, the other one's a lawyer. Yeah, that could have been her dad. But I feel like the other one's nicer, the pastry chef, you know? I like that choice.
Yeah, and it's a cool set to work in.
Yeah.
And you can eat more food on set.
Hello.
And any scene that I can be eating in
Yeah.
is a good scene to
It
me.
is a good. This one's always
Yeah.
eating.
what'd you think about?
background.
I do background. That's sometimes that's how I saw
That's
you.
where I saw
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
But doesn't Baby Daddy have a really good craft service?
Incredible.
It's like
incredible.
the Chateau Marmont of
It's
like craft
so
services.
good.
There's like a cheese
Especially
spread.
Friday night.
Yeah, the taping
Oh
nights.
my
It's a-
gosh. Yeah.
Did you you did your shirtless scenes on Fridays, or did they
we
pre-tape
would do it
those?
we would do it on Friday. They usually do shirtless scenes, I think, in front of a
They
live
want the
audience
girls
to make
to see
us
that, of
make us
course.
feel good with all
So
the
you had to like
Screaming
restrain
girls.
yourself from the
No
craft
way,
service.
man.
Did you just go for
you
it?
just eat and then it pushes the abs out.
Pushes your ass.
Yes.
I wish I had that.
Just
issue.
don't turn me sideways because I'll just look pregnant.
Yeah, the
But
profile.
on straight on, it's just like push them out.
What do you do for a workout? Are you on one of those paleo CrossFit
Oh, I
fad
don't work
things?
out.
Or
Just like
just
you.
naturally
I was
look like
born
that.
this way.
No way. What do I do?
Do you ever go to like Runyon Canyon? Do you,
Yeah, I
do
love
you have a dog?
Runyon. I do not have a dog. I just recently got a condo, and the condo has a little gym in it.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm so lazy. I have a gym membership to, I think, LA Fitness.
Yeah.
I've already forgotten at this point because I'm like, why would I leave my apartment ever?
Right.
If they had like a Starbucks attached to the
It'd be
basement,
done.
I would never leave.
Yeah.
Done. Only to work, of course.
Only to
be
work.
Brad the Pad.
Only to be Brad the Pad.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Elliptical, push-ups?
I love that you're asking.
I mean,
him,
this
like,
guy's got really good
details.
abs. I mean, I think you
It's
would be
all-
doing the
okay,
viewers a
honestly,
disservice if you don't tell them.
I will say that the makeup team on Baby Daddy
Oh my
are
gosh.
very
No,
very
no.
friendly
He
friendly
has
ladies.
amazing abs, guys.
And but what do? I just do some. I don't do anything crazy.
The vodka and cocaine diet.
No, can we say that on this show?
Yeah,
no,
we just did.
No,
I mean-
no.
Oh my gosh.
I want to get into CrossFit because I feel like everyone in Hollywood.
I
want to
try it too. Everyone is doing it.
The thing about
Everyone.
CrossFit is
Yeah.
like it's mandatory to not wear a shirt when you're working out.
Maybe
there's a
for
cross.
you.
No, I don't do it. There's a CrossFit gym across the street from my house. Every time I drive by, these guys are wearing like men are wearing yoga pants with their shirts off.
Right.
And I'm like, and they're all ripped. It looks like they're training for 300.
I think, and
Abs for days.
I think the thing that's great that's I'm not getting in my tiny little closet of a gym in the basement is that if you're working out next to people wearing yoga pants, shirtless in front of mirrors, you work your ass off.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
give 150%.
It's true. Motivation.
Well, I'm
It's
like on
true.
Facebook most of the time, and then I'll find the
You're drinking your
smallest- and I'm
Starbucks
drinking my
coffee.
Starbucks.
You're like, yeah, I went to the gym today. I went there twice actually.
That's hilarious.
What do you do?
Well, I've had so many injuries. Honestly, I like martial arts, but I have a torn ACL right now. So right now I'm just trying to eat right, and because every time I go to the gym, I end up hurting myself. I go
Right.
with Derek, and Derek's huge, and then I'm motivated to like push more than Derek. I want to be
Right.
better at Derek at something. So we'll go on the bench press, and last time I went with him, I popped like a muscle
Oh,
here.
no.
I don't even know what happened. I'm like really fragile. Things break really easily.
I getcha.
So right now, I did a yoga thing for like a month in February. JL and I, Jean-Luc, we did a 30 days of yoga or whatever.
Right.
No, 27. How many days are in February? 28.
Like 28.
28.
Yeah.
So 28 days of pure yoga, which was awesome. And so,
What's pure yoga?
like, we just only did yoga.
Oh,
Is
so
that
no
this-
running, no.
No, we didn't do anything. But now I think we have a dog that I kind of inherited. It's the house
So
dog because
cute.
there's four of
Okay.
us living in a house in Studio City.
You
And-
need to meet Wilson.
Yeah,
That
I'd
dog
love
is comedy itself.
Yeah, he's hilarious. He has his own Instagram page. He almost has 5,000 followers.
Wow.
So you're gonna have to add him, and but it's cool. So I take him to Runyon, and we just go for walks and hikes. And I feel like being in the outdoors, you're getting a good workout, and you don't feel like you're working out. So I used to be all about the gym, but you know,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't go to yoga. What am I trying to say? I don't go to yoga because I always feel like, oh, if I'm gonna really like spend an hour on my fitness, then I want to
Yeah.
like get results. I want
you.
to look
That's
like jacked,
exactly-
you know. I want to
Yeah.
like lift a lot of weights. But then every time I go to yoga, I feel so good after.
Yeah.
So good. Like my whole day is
it's
turned
addicting.
around.
It's
I
addicting
can't do it.
because when you're in a final shavasana, you're just laying there. It's the greatest feeling. It's like a
Yeah,
natural
it's
high.
amazing.
And you sleep so
And
well.
so calm, and I
And
gotta
it's
do
probably good
more
for your
of that.
acting, because in acting you have to be relaxed. You have to
Right,
be
right.
aware of your body and everything. So a lot of actors do it, and I feel like it helps them. And
So after 28 days of yoga, how'd you feel? Like
really
you-
sore.
Really?
Yeah, I took a month off because it's hard. You're not used to, first of all, being still and holding poses. It's very difficult. Like
Yeah,
I'll do CrossFit
absolutely.
all day. I'll throw weights around, kettlebells, do the whole rope thing, and I'm okay. But like something about yoga, getting in poses that you're not comfortable with, and stretching. Men, like a lot of men don't stretch. that
No,
much.
I don't think I've ever stretched.
Do you
since,
have
like,
a dancing
soccer.
background, or you?
No,
okay.
no, I'm like a mover.
And soccer players aren't very flexible either. We have tight hips
Yeah.
and IT bands, so doing that in itself, stretching for an hour is difficult. Plus to heat the room up, and then you're like you said, when you work out and you see a guy in yoga pants that's jacked, it motivates you to push harder.
Make sure you don't
Yeah.
drop that pose until everyone else
Yeah, you
does.
see girls who are just like doing one-handed handstands, and it just like makes you feel just like so worthless.
Oh my god.
Well, that's how I feel, but
Maybe you, Andres.
No, totally. I feel you. I feel worthless too. It's a mixture of like
This is
nirvana and just pure emptiness whenever I go to yoga. Anyway,
I feel like I can never do it because I'm the one who would laugh the entire class. I
Have
would
you
be
never
that one.
done yoga?
I've gone, and I'm the one who literally wants to laugh the entire time. Because I feel
Right.
like if I'm gonna work out, I need to do something high energy and crazy. Like
Right,
I do
right, right.
kickboxing or
Oh,
dance or
wow,
something.
okay.
I can't.
Oh, you dance?
I can't just
What kind of
sit
dance? do?
there. I mean anything.
Like, do you mean like
movement.
going to the club, or do you
No,
mean like
I don't
taking
mean
a
like
ballet
going to the
class?
club. I mean like taking a ballet class.
Okay.
Or,
what are you in the club?
you know, just get my fitness on in the club. No, like I mean legit dancing, not like.
She gets on the
grinding.
table with a bottle of vodka and just like pouring it in everybody's mouth.
Oh my god, no. But I like need to do a high energy or else I'm just not
Right.
gonna do it.
Right.
Because I'm like, I will laugh. I've gone to class with my friends and I'm like, you guys, I have to go. The teacher is gonna hate me right now. Because I'm like, I can't control it. I think it's hilarious.
Have you noticed this? There's a Modern Family episode about this. Speaking
Yeah.
of laughing, when people like tell you terrible news, I'm one of those people that can't help but smile.
Yeah.
Like someone told me devastating news,
I'm
like
like that,
the
though.
worst.
I'm
When's the
And
last
I
time
was
that
like-
happened? Do you remember?
Like literally, Tuesday.
What
Tuesday.
happened?
I can't say it. I can't say it because it's devastating. And
Is it like a death?
no, but it's close to it, and I had to keep on. And
Why am
there's
I
something
laughing? Is it a
terribly
death?
wrong with
Yeah.
me. Like, see, you're
Yeah,
doing the
yeah.
same thing. Is it a
Like,
death?
yeah.
And you're laughing.
How'd he die?
She's. I mean, like there
Oh
was something
my
like a close friend of ours told us terrible, terrible news,
Yeah.
and I had to. I'm like, what's worse right now? Me smiling at her or me like pretending to yawn? I'm like, I'm going with the yawn.
So that's what you did?
Ah.
Was
Yeah.
it on the phone? Or in
No,
person?
no, it was in
Oh,
person,
shit.
standing right at her.
You should have pretended you had something in your throat and just like, I'm so sorry. I don't know, get it out. What did they say?
Well, I didn't think about that in the
gosh,
moment. I thought that
Andreas.
yawn was the better option.
and
I
did-
should have.
How did she?
She kept on telling me the story, and I kept on yawning at her. It was horrible.
How did she? Did she say
no.
anything?
She
Did
didn't say anything. I think she just assumed. Like, we just got out of a really long movie, so
Maybe she thought you were tired. Yeah.
it's better that she thinks I'm tired than terribly
Yeah.
insensitive.
No, I'm like that though. It's like weird. I want to smile too, and I do, and like especially like.
Yeah,
I've-
like
I've
laughing
been-
at funerals
Yeah.
or just putting those. I don't know
So
why it is. What's
bad.
wrong with
And
it?
people are like, "Why are you laughing?" And I'm like,
I
"It's
don't
not
know.
funny.
It's not funny.
funny."
But you've seen that? Have you seen that? It's a family. What's a
Modern
Modern
Family?
Family with Claire?
No, I never
when
seen-
like she has to keep on covering her smile because she keeps on
It's
just
horrible.
laughing at. It's horrible. I don't know what.
Well,
I don't
they
know what
say
that is.
like
There must be a
they
psychology.
say actually I've read that like people laugh when they get devastating news because they don't know how else to react. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not that it's not that you think it's funny. It's not that you're trying to laugh at the person. It's just like you legit
Your
don't
natural-
know
yeah.
how else to react. And
Yeah.
it's like sometimes that is worse than crying because it's like
Right.
Because if it's,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
whatever's organic. If someone's telling me news, I want to get a real reaction out of them. I don't want somebody to pretend cry to try to make me
Right.
feel comfortable because that would make me feel uncomfortable.
Really uncomfortable. If someone
So-
started to pretend cry
Yeah.
at me, I would.
Which you know though.
A really good actor.
Stop.
But yeah,
Yeah,
it's weird.
I remember
do
I
that
was at the
too.
gym and someone came up to me and I'm like, I haven't seen you forever. And he was like, my mom died. And I just started like seeing the corners of my mouth rise. And then I just had to keep on talking at him like, oh my God, well, I'm here for you anytime. Like I can hide this with talking, just talking at him, to keep talking at him.
Oh my god.
How did he drop that in the conversation? He's like, "Hey, long time no see. My mom died." So
It was
like, how did he?
sort of like that.
Well,
I
that's
think
why it
that's
was
why
funny.
it was so jarring to me that, oh God, I really hope he
my
doesn't listen
God.
because I don't. don't think it's
That's
a funny
crazy.
matter
It's
at
No.
all.
Not
It's
so long.
not.
You dropped it while you're doing like.
Well, I
leg
asked him
press.
like, "Where have you been?" He's like, "I had to go home. My mom died." And I was like,
Oh my gosh.
I can't even imagine what kind of state you're in
That
right now.
That sucks. That sucks. It does happen though. It does, and you can't help it
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Did you see
crazy.
the episode of Baby Daddy where Danny
Back to
Derek?
Baby Daddy, yes.
No, he killed the grandma.
woman.
Yes, I was in that
He was
episode.
Were you in that episode?
Yeah.
That was
so
funny,
good.
right?
That was so good.
Were you in the scene?
I wasn't in the scene
Oh.
because, but I loved that. My favorite part of that scene was the set that they built for her house, where everything
Yeah.
is miniature.
Yeah.
And that huge Derek is sitting in like the tiniest chair.
Yeah.
Like it's a dollhouse.
But
yeah,
it was
I love that
funny.
scene.
Like there's sometimes like it's funny. Death could be funny. It can
as
be.
long as
It's
it's not
morbid,
happening
but,
to
you know,
you.
it
Yeah, you know, as long as I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll laugh at other people's expense, but
Oh wow.
It's true.
I would
We're-
laugh at my
we
own
sound
funeral if
so
I could.
insensitive right now, but we're not.
We're
And
not. We're not. We're just exploring
honest.
a human emotion
Yeah.
right now. on
It's
the
funny
show.
because
But-
Derek sits in a really small chair in that episode, and it's gonna be on the website. But he just bought. Okay, so Derek doesn't fit in any of our furniture in our house.
Right.
So he just bought a chair, and it's. I'll have to show you a picture of it afterwards. But can you pull it up? It's on his Instagram. If you can, if you.
Is there something behind me?
Yeah, there's a little
There's
monitor.
a little TV.
It's the world. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
Don't say anything. I'm on season 2, episode 8.
Okay, but you know Joffrey sits in this huge, like king.
Yeah, yeah,
chair
with all the
swords.
swords, yeah.
It's probably twice that size minus the swords. So nobody in the planet can fit in it. Jean-Luc sat in it when he first got it, and his feet's hanging out like he's on a. It looks like he's on a ride at Magic
What
Mountain.
is it like a
So
what is
funny.
it like a plush chair?
It's just like
or is
this.
it-
It's this huge, big, like a big sofa chair.
Oh,
I don't even
okay.
know what it is. It looks like Noah's Ark of chairs.
Perfect.
Like we could save a whole village by cramming them in. Did you
There
find
it
a picture?
is.
Oh,
That okay? Derek's huge. Derek's 6'7".
yeah.
That chair makes him look kind of small, right? So it
That
took
is
like
a great
4
chair.
people to move that, and that's Derek's new chair. So
Well, I'm glad he found something that he can.
We
fit
wanted to
in
film, like,
comfortably.
yeah, when the chair was coming in, we wanted to have the chair as a confessional, like the office, and have all the roommates talk about the chair and
That's
like sit in it
hilarious.
and like have our comments about the chair. Try to sit in a position where it's comfortable. But that chair, I don't know. It just reminded me of it because you're talking about how the chair was really small. So
Your train of thought.
you probably like it if someone died in the chair. You
Yeah,
sick freak.
probably.
You're like, who died in it? That was fun.
But we are running late. Marissa's giving me the sign, but we want to
Okay.
say thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so
we
much
had a
for
blast
having
with
me.
you, and we want you to come in season 4, be proposed to Bonnie, and be their stepdad.
I'd love to.
I will let Heidi know when she comes in.
Please do.
And is there anything like anything coming up that you
Oh
want
yeah,
to
we want to see you in a show. Are you
you
singing
gonna- you do-
anywhere?
Oh man.
So yeah, are you singing, dancing, making YouTube
Not
videos?
anytime. Not anytime. Right. What am I? I just did a Funny or Die with Patton Oswald.
Oh, okay,
Which
yeah,
will be
he's-
coming out soon.
So you see that on the website, funnyordie.com?
That'll be on funnyordie.com. And then I'm doing a reading in New York. I leave to New York next week called Role of a
so
Lifetime.
jealous.
So I know. But what's the weather like right now? I think that
I think
is-
it's pretty cold
it's
there.
basically Noah there, right?
Yeah.
Isn't
Is
it
it?
just constant rain?
Yeah.
It's about time. They just flooded that place.
Yeah.
Enough is enough.
Clean it up, right?
Clean that place out. No, I'm really excited to go back. I miss New York. I haven't been there for a while. And
I wanna go so
I'm gonna
bad
see all my
again.
friends, see some good shows.
Are you gonna go see Of Mice and Men with James Franco and Chris O'Dowd?
Sure. Why not?
Well, Chris just got nominated for a Tony.
Oh,
so-
he did?
Yeah,
Okay.
So I don't know. I want to see. Did you see Book of Mormon? Or
I did. I
That
did.
was
I saw it out
hilarious.
here. It was so good.
So
Why aren't you
funny.
in that? Have you ever auditioned for that?
I did. I did.
you?
I auditioned for it
the
a
main
couple
guy?
years ago. Yeah, and I went out. They flew me out. It was one of the worst auditions. I was
Oh,
doing
no.
a show up in Napa Valley.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had to basically wake up at 2 a.m., drive to Sacramento, fly to Denver because the entire creative team, what's his name, Stone and Parker,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they were all there.
At the Denver Center for Performing Arts?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
awesome.
And then take a cab in there. I got in at like finally 9 o'clock.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
You're
just
completely wiped out.
wiped out.
Yeah.
And you hear how high that guy is singing.
Right.
I'm just
Yeah.
screaming at this
Are
point
you
at
a
them.
alto or soprano or what's your range?
Double soprano.
Oh,
Yeah, like
okay.
Mariah notes, basically.
I need to see you like.
I think
in a
you'll
show.
be on that show.
These
You-
are all
you'll be-
lies, by the
No,
way.
they're
I don't,
Audience.
there's probably not a double
All
soprano.
lies.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
What would a double soprano be? Like a flute or a piccolo? Whoa.
That.
There we go. That
Just
was
like a
pretty
dolphin.
high.
How'd you do that? That's amazing.
A dolphin, yes.
You should be in Free Willy like 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, voiceover.
Again, talk to Heidi about that.
I
Free
will.
Willy
I will.
4 and coming
you
on the
coming
show
on to
and
propose.
proposing.
Done.
Yes.
Done and done. I will pass the message on.
Yeah, and you better come back on the show. It's awesome to have you, man.
Please,
Thank you so
yes.
much, dude.
Thank you so
And
much for having me.
also, please let us know if you're going to be in any shows, like anywhere in the theater world out
Yes.
here. We would love to
I
come see
will.
you. We want to see you sing live. We know he has an amazing voice.
And you should do hair tip YouTube videos to teach people how to
Yes.
get that beautiful
To how I fasten it with
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the
Yeah,
buttons.
with the zipper
Yeah.
and everything.
arts and
In the
crafts show.
meantime, just anyone who is interested in For the Record, go see For the Record Tarantino at DBA. And then
Yeah.
I think the next one, hopefully, will be involving me because I love it. I love that series.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Fingers
go see
crossed.
It.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, you want to tell them where they can find you on social media? I know you don't tweet that much. Are you on Instagram?
You can't. You can't.
Okay.
Gosh, how?
You have to
You're
see
not
him
on
I'm
in the
Instagram?
the
show.
worst at twittering. See, exactly. Tweeting.
Are you on Instagram or anything?
I had like 4 pictures on
Okay.
Instagram.
I
I
bet
don't
they're
even
great
know what
pictures.
is it a handle? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called on
sure.
Instagram? I'm
Yeah,
so
your
old.
username?
My username, I think.
While he looks
You guys
that
have
up,
to, yeah, keep
Andreas,
talking.
you can tell them where they can find you if they don't know.
You can find me on Instagram at Greek Casanova, so add me. I don't have enough friends.
You have tons.
No,
you
I
can
don't.
find me on
I wish.
Instagram, AnnikaMichelle1, my website, AnnikaMichelle.com, and Twitter at Annika_Michelle. And he's finding his Instagram right now.
Guys, I don't think
And
I can
just
find
by
it.
He has like a million friend requests. I'm looking at his
Oh,
phone
it's just
right now.
Pete Porte. P-E-T-E-P-O-R-T.
No underscore or anything?
No underscore.
There it is,
Porte.
Instagram. You're going to have a
Yeah.
million
The
followers
Italian
now.
stallion, Brad the Pad from Baby
Boom.
Brad
Daddy.
the Pat is here. Whoop, whoop.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks
Thanks
you.
for watching.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Nice.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.